Stop reacting. Every time you rush to defend yourself, explain your side, or prove you are right, you lose something you don't see. You lose position. You lose mystery. You lose control. It feels strong to react. It feels powerful to speak fast and correct people. But in reality, the first person who reacts gives the other person control of the situation. There are 7 dark tricks here, but underneath them, there are only 4 psychological laws. If you understand these 4 laws, the tricks become natural. You won't force them. You will live them. The first law is simple. The one who controls emotion controls the frame. When someone attacks you, your body reacts before your mind does. Your heart beats faster. Your chest tightens. That is not weakness. That is biology. Your brain reads social threat like physical danger. It pushes you to react fast. But the first reaction decides who holds power. If you react, you accept their frame. You step into their world. You defend inside their story. If you stay calm, you force them into yours. This is the first trick. Emotional non-reactivity. Not cold, not fake, just steady. When they expect heat and you give calm, the balance shifts. The second trick is strategic silence. Silence makes people uncomfortable. Most people rush to fill empty space. When you don't explain, their mind starts to explain for you, and their mind will often make you bigger than you are. When you write long messages to defend yourself, you lower your value. When you send one short, calm reply, or no reply at all, you rise in their mind. Silence creates space. Space creates mystery. Mystery creates perceived strength. The third trick is ignoring as status. Attention is power. When someone provokes you and you respond fast, you pay them with your attention. When you ignore, you show that your focus is elsewhere. Humans measure status by access. If they can easily access your emotions, they feel equal or above you. If they cannot move you, they feel unsure, and unsure people become careful. The fourth trick is controlled exposure. Many people leak emotion without knowing it. They show what hurts them. They show what triggers them. Others watch. They remember. Later, they press the same button again. If someone knows that questioning your skill makes you angry, they will question it again. If someone knows that ignoring you makes you chase, they will ignore you again. The fifth trick is outcome over ego. Most fights are not about truth. They are about ego. Ask yourself one question before you reply. What result do I want? To feel right for 5 minutes, or to move forward for 5 years? The sixth trick is detachment. What you are afraid to lose controls you. If you are afraid to lose approval, people control you with disapproval. If you are afraid to lose a relationship, people control you with distance. When you are willing to walk away, even quietly, control returns to you. The seventh trick is letting people reveal themselves. When you don't interrupt, people talk more. When you don't defend, they push harder. When you don't react, they show their real nature. Silence becomes a mirror, and in that mirror, you see truth. Now pause for a second. Most people think this is about being cold. It is not. It is about discipline. Let me tell you a story. A man worked in a company for 10 years. He was calm, skilled, and quiet. One day in a meeting, a new manager mocked his idea in front of everyone, laughed, said it was weak. Everyone looked at him, waiting. He felt the heat rise in his body. He wanted to defend himself. He wanted to list his past wins. He wanted to prove his worth, but he did nothing. He looked at the manager, nodded once, and said, "Noted." That was it. The room felt strange. The manager kept talking. He talked too much. He started repeating himself. He added extra comments. The more he spoke, the smaller he looked. 2 weeks later, the same manager came privately to ask for help on a project. The man helped him calmly. No mention of the meeting. Months passed. People in the office started going to the quiet man for advice, not the loud manager. He did not win by fighting. He won by control. This is where the 4 laws become clear. Law 1. Emotion is leverage. If you give it away, others use it. Law 2. Attention is currency. Spend it wisely. Law 3. Mystery increases perceived value. Law 4. Detachment creates power. All 7 tricks are built on these 4 laws. Now here is something most people will not like. If you feel the strong urge to react, it often means your ego is hooked. And when your ego is hooked, you are not thinking clearly. You are defending identity, not solving problems. So here is the pattern break. Right now, think about the last argument you had, the last time someone made you angry. Replay it in your head. Notice how fast you spoke. Notice how much you explained. Notice how badly you wanted to be understood. Now imagine the same moment again, but this time you stay quiet. You slow your breath. You speak less than half of what you said. Or you say nothing at all. Feel the difference. Power often feels like silence, not noise. This does not mean you never speak. It means you choose when to speak. It means you respond, not react. Here is your challenge for the next 7 days. If someone sends you a message that triggers you, wait 10 minutes before replying. Not 1 minute, 10 full minutes. During that time, do nothing. No draft message. No mental argument. Just wait. Then ask yourself, what outcome do I want? If silence gives you the outcome, choose silence. If a short reply gives you the outcome, keep it short. Track how many problems disappear when you stop feeding them. You will notice something strange. Many conflicts need your emotion to survive. When you remove emotion, they collapse. This is not about becoming heartless. It is about becoming stable. People who react fast are easy to read, easy to move, easy to control. People who observe first are harder to predict, harder to shake, harder to manipulate. At the start, I told you that every time you react, you lose power. Now you see why. Reaction gives access. Explanation gives leverage. Attention gives status. Ignoring, when done with control, takes all three back. You do not need to win every argument. You do not need to explain every move. You do not need to respond to every attack. The strongest position is not loud. It is steady. And the person who cannot be emotionally moved cannot be strategically defeated. Master that, and most battles will end before they even begin.